Добрый день, дорогие друзья! Мы начинаем с вами 36-й урок. В этом уроке вы прослушаете записи, которые вы уже слышали ранее. Я единственное, что вам напоминаю, с чем эти записи связаны. Итак, эта запись, которая называется «Step by Step», связана с падающими тонами. Пожалуйста, слушайте.
Pronunciation for Advanced Learners of English by David Brazel. Published by Cambridge University Press. This recording is copyright. Cassette 1, Side 1. Unit 1, Step by Step. Part 1. Listening for Meaning. Elizabeth is describing her experience of finding her way about a strange town. Listen carefully, paying attention to the meaning of what you hear.
It seemed to take an age to get there, but eventually the bus stopped. We'd got to the terminus, and everyone got out. We were somewhere in the commercial district, but I wasn't sure where. I couldn't recognize anything. The others hurried off. I hesitated, wondering which way to start. I ought to have asked someone, but it was too late. They'd gone. The street was empty. Even the bus driver had gone. I hurried across and turned into an alleyway and started to walk. It was dark and drizzling a little. I went through an archway and into another street where there were street lights. It was one of those pedestrian precincts, no cars admitted, with concrete benches to sit on and concrete tubs for plants. The benches were wet. It was winter, and there wasn't a plant to be seen. I passed some shops, bright lights and bargains, and fashionable dresses on plastic figures, videos and fridges and hundreds of shoes at giveaway prices, leftover gift wrapping and holly and snowmen. I walked along, looking in the windows. The last of the shop assistants was just closing the doors. Could she tell me, please, where Market Street was? She'd no idea. She was a student doing a holiday job, and she didn't know the district yet. She thought there was a pub in the first street on the left. Perhaps they'd know there. It was all very odd. There was just nobody about. I walked on and took the left turning where she'd said, and found the pub. But of course they didn't open till 7, and it was just 5:30. I went round to a side door and rang a bell.
Вторая запись – это разговор Тони и Лисы. Вначале Тони и Лиса говорят как друзья, но затем, когда Лиса понимает, что Тони вел себя неправильно, она становится доминантным спикером и употребляет low rise. Послушайте эту запись. Hello, Tony. Did you go for an interview yesterday? Hello, Tony. Did you go for an interview yesterday? Hi, Lisa. Yes, I did. How did it go? All right, I think. All right? You don't sound very sure. I mean, I managed to answer all the questions, and I think I said the right things, but I don't think I wore the right clothes. Well, there's no point in worrying about it. What's done is done. Yes, Lisa, I know. There is nothing I can do about it. I can't change anything, but I can't help thinking about it. I am sure you needn't worry. What did you wear, anyway? I had to put my jeans on. Your jeans? Oh, I see. But I wore a tie. Never mind. You said the right things. Anyway.
Unit 8, Revision and Practice.
Unit 8, 1.1.
But Tony, surely you realise everybody would be wearing suits? A job like that? Such a good salary with so much responsibility? You ought to have known better than to wear jeans.
Don't remind me. I know you.
Well, what was the problem? I know you've got a suit.
Oh, yes, I've got one. It was at the cleaners.
It was where?
At the cleaners. It is.
You're hopeless. Here you are with the chance of a lifetime to get exactly the job you want. You have all the right qualifications, a lot of experience, no family ties, and when the day of the interview arrives, you're in the interview room and your suit's in the cleaners.
I know.
Well, what happened? Did you forget to lose your ticket or what?
No, but I asked Samantha to pick it up for me, and they gave her the wrong one. By the time I got back to the shop, it was closed.
Наша следующая запись 397. Вы здесь прослушаете два разговора, где вы услышите, что доктор и руководитель банка употребляют low-rise, потому что они находятся в доминантной позиции. Второму спикеру нельзя употреблять low-rise, или иначе он будет звучать агрессивным. Пожалуйста, послушайте.
Dialogue 1. Mrs. Newell has gone to see the doctor and is discussing her problem with him.
Where is the pain, Mrs. Newell?
Here, Doctor, in my chest.
I see. Here?
Yes, Doctor.
Does it hurt when you cough?
Yes, it does.
How long have you had it?
6 or 7 weeks.
6 or 7 weeks, as long as that.
I think so.
Have you tried taking anything? For the cough, I mean.
Well, the usual honey and hot lemon, and then I put some cough syrup.
Did it help?
No, Doctor. That's why I've come to see you.
Dialogue 2. Jack Marsden arranged to see his bank manager because he wants to borrow enough money to start buying a flat.
So, you're interested in some sort of loan, Mr. Marsden?
That's right. You see, I want to raise enough money for a deposit on a small flat.
Do you mean to buy?
Yes. I don't want to go on renting.
I see. Do you think you can get a mortgage?
Yes, I've seen about that. You see, I've got a secure job with a good salary.
Is the flat for yourself? Or will you be living there alone?
Yes, for the moment, anyway. Why? Does that make any difference to loan?
No, just interested. That's all.
Do you need to know anything else? I've brought my contract with details of my salary.
Good. Yes, fine. And have you any securities? Shares in any companies? Insurance policies? Things like that?
Сейчас вы послушаете запись 396 на странице 308. Мы, по-моему, над этой записью не работали, но запись очень простая. Здесь употребляются падающие тоны, если вы хотите получить информацию новую.
Unit 4, Revision and Practice. Unit 4, 1.1. Listen.
That was Samantha on the phone. Honestly, I don't know how she does it.
Samantha. Oh, what's she done now?
Nothing really. That's what's amazing. But somebody has sent her a dozen roses.
A dozen what?
A dozen roses.
Roses. I say. And at this time of year?
Yes, a dozen roses. You must be keen.
Is it her birthday or something?
No. And what's more, they were red roses.
No. A dozen red roses. You know what that means?
Yes, I know what you're going to say.
It means he's not just keen. He's in love with her.
I know. Poor guy.
Poor guy? What do you mean? It doesn't sound very poor to me if he can afford a dozen.
No, I mean I feel sorry for him. He's in love with her, yes, but she's not in love with him.
Well, how do you know? Did she say so?
She doesn't even know who it is. And she says she doesn't really mind. She always manages to have all...
Сейчас вы прослушаете два диалога. Запись 12:31 на странице 314. В этих диалогах, в вопросах мы употребляем падающий тон, если мы передаем новую информацию.
Unit 4. Finding out or making sure. Part 1. Listening for meaning. Conversation 1. A customer in a bookshop is asking the assistant to help him find a book. Listen and find out what he knows about the book.
Good morning. Can I help you?
I'm looking for a book by Sutcliffe. It's Life of Arnold.
A Life of Arnold. Let me see now. Is that the title?
I think so.
It isn't the title of a novel.
Well, I don't think it is. But the problem is, I'm not quite sure.
I see. You've looked in the biography section.
The maps and things. Over there.
That's right.
Yes, I've looked there, but I can't see it.
You don't know who the publisher is?
Sorry, no.
Would you mind waiting a moment while I serve this lady? And then I'll see what I can do for you.
Thank you.
Listening to intonation. Task 4.1. Listen and repeat. 1.
Is that the title?
2.
It is the title of a novel.
3.
You've looked in the biography section.
4.
Is that near the maps and things?
Task 4.2.
Would you like me to order it for you?
4.
Is it the paperback edition you want?
Conversation 2. Listen to this woman asking for information at a railway station. Make a list of the information she is given.
Can you help me, please? I'm travelling to York, but apparently the train I was going to catch has been cancelled.
The train to York. When we have trouble?
11:48, and on the indicator board it says it's cancelled.
11:48 to York. That's right. There seems to be some trouble on the line. They've had to take it off. The next direct train is at 13:20.
13:20? And when does it get to York?
It gets to York at 15:10.
Oh, Lord.
15:10.
Oh, Lord. Perhaps I could go by another route, by an earlier train. By an earlier train.
Just a moment. How much luggage do you have?
Only this bag.
Because if you don't mind changing, you could go via Manchester. There's a train due out in... Hang on. Just 5 minutes.
Which platform will that be?
From platform 2. But you'll have to change.
I don't mind that. But what about my ticket? Can I use the same ticket?
Let me look. That's okay, yes. It's just the same fare.
And what time will that get me there?
At 14:48. About 20 minutes before the direct train. But you'll have to hurry. Platform 2, change at Manchester.
Thanks.
И последняя запись у нас осталась, это страница 319, называется Pieces of Prose Dialogue, то есть слова автора. Пожалуйста, обратите внимание, как они произносятся. Я начинаю. You can't come, he said angrily. What's it for, he inquired in a whisper. You'll have to put a stamp on, he explained in his best French. Not for sale, proclaimed the notice in the window. It's time for bed, he said with a yawn. Can you come? He asked quietly. Is this for me? He asked with surprise. I hope you don't mind, she remarked apologetically. Shall we ask him to? They whispered to one another. I'm glad you came, she said as they left. "Tickets, please," called the attendant as they entered the hall. "You've got them, haven't you?" Emily asked Green, fumbling in her bag. "Yes, of course," her friend answered, handing them to the attendant. "This way, please," he said, going on ahead of them. "Would you like another piece of pie?" the landlady's daughter asked him, smiling coldly at him over the top of the pie dish. "No," he answered at once, with the look of a hunted animal in his eyes. "Are you sure?" she asked again, taking up the knife as she spoke. "Well, perhaps just a little," he murmured, his glance torn between the knife in her hand and the glint in her eye. На этом мы закончили прослушивание записей. И на этом, дорогие слушатели, я заканчиваю наш курс по английской интонации. К сожалению, не удалось все сказать, что хотелось бы, но общую тему мы осветили в данном курсе. Уверена, что этот курс вам будет очень полезным при изучении английского языка. Желаю вам успехов. До свидания.